Hey guys, Mary Meet. This is Anastasia Autumnfire, and today I wanted to show you a video. I'm probably going to do this in two parts. One as an explanatory. I don't know if that's a word. One of me explaining the craft, and one showing you how I make one of the oils. So this is actually a crystal grid using a magician card. This is actually the magician card out of my Hobbit tarot deck. Because I'm learning with the crystal tarot, I didn't want to use that same tarot card in the crafting. What I'm trying to do is every time I learn a card, coming up with, if not making a craft where that card that I've learned is the focal point. For this craft, I'm making elemental oils. I'm actually going to be making a craft with my witchy sister in arms for Yule. We're making a Yuletide countdown wreath. It's very awesome. I will definitely be making a video of that as well. But for that, we wanted to have the earth, air, fire, water, and spirit elements represented. So we are going to do that by using oil. Because the magician has such a tie to working with all the elements to gain that closer connection and relationship with spirit on this physical realm, I thought this was a perfect craft to use with that card. So what I've done is I created a crystal grid. At the base of it is the magician card. I have my pentacle, and it has some lodestone shavings because I have it on my my Sabbath altar. And then I have the labradorite. Labradorite, again, kind of heightens your own aura while protecting you. It has that ability to turn negativity into positivity. So I want that spread throughout the herbs that I will be using in the oils. And then I have clear quartz around that, kind of shifting those powers out. I did, when I began this, cleared the crystal grid, charged it. Each clear quartz I assigned an element and attributes of that element, letting it know, hey, this is what you're putting into the herbs and oils that I have here. So for earth, which is over here, we have mugwort. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to blank. Mugwort, patchouli, and oak moss. Each of those herbs have correspondences to the earth, so they are earth elemental herbs. Then over here we have some pine oil, because I don't have any pine needles, but I did have oil, so I'm going to use that. Then underneath all of this marjoram, we have frankincense powder. So it's frankincense resin that has been basically pulverized into a fine powder. And those three are also air elements. I thought pine was also connected to fire, but I did find on quite a few resources that it is connected to air as well, so I went with it. Over here, I have cinnamon, nutmeg. This is the fire correspondence, cinnamon, nutmeg. And then I took one of these lovely, if I can open the bag again, dehydrated oranges that my friend Pretty Alice Moon sent me in my Samhain package. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely love it. So I took one of those oranges and kind of pulled it apart and put it in there as well. So that is for fire. Sorry, I'm kind of losing track of where I am. Then we have roses, cardamom, and vanilla oil that I had. And this is for water. So what I did was I researched, found I was going for originally 9 because many of you know I do like to work with 9 herbal blends for the Triple Goddess Tripled. I couldn't get that. It was feeling a bit muddled when I was looking at the kind of scents it might produce. It was feeling, I know for the earth correspondence, I have a limited amount of herbs, and I'm trying to use what I have versus going out and buying more because it's very cold here. There's nothing growing. It's not something I can really go out and harvest. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to cut down and kind of get to the base of this. So I decided to work with 3 herbs versus my traditional 9. And I really liked it. It felt very focused, and I thought that was great. So I'm letting these charge up. I still have to make a spirit blend, which is what I'm going to make another video and show you that. I would just add it to this video, but I don't know that this my phone will let me do that. I think it either stops recording altogether or it continues recording, and I don't necessarily know that that will work. So yeah, so this is the initial grid that I'm using with the herbs. I'm going to be using an almond base for the oil. Originally, I wanted to go through and again kind of find, you know, sunflower oil would lend itself to fire. Almond oil would lend itself to water. I believe walnut, it may lend itself to something else, but for some reason I feel like it's very earth-based, so I would put it as an earth. But as I was going through and kind of figuring that out, olive oil actually would also work for earth. Anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. As I was going through, again, finances being what they were, I decided, you know what, I'm going to work with what I have, and I have almond oil. So that is what we're working with, and I love almond oil. It doesn't really have a scent. It's very clear and pretty, so it'll lend itself to the herbs and oils that I'm putting in. It also, I find, connects very well to the goddess. It is very, it connects to that spirit realm, I find, very, very nicely. So I like that. A lot of my spiritual oils that I make are almond based for that reason. And it also is for some reason it has a sweetness to it. I don't know if that's something I just associate with it because like when you smell an almond butter or something, it has that amazing, amazing scent. But I definitely like that fact. I find that it has a warmth to it. It has a love to it. And also as a little side note, my friend Brandon was choosing a scent for his home for the Yuletide, and he found this almond butter scent, and he just, it is amazing. So I kind of like, yep, nope, it works. That's a sign. So yeah, in the next video, I'll show you how I create my spirit blend, and I'll show you how I make that herb-infused oil. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't too scatterbrained. I was kind of trying to get this video going before the minion woke up. That's why the Fool, I'm making a guidance candle for my first week of my tarot practice with the Fool Tarot, and that just hasn't happened because every time it's like, oh, I'm going to do this now, something happens. And it's usually around my little girl. So I'm trying to get that going and get that up. But I at least did come up with the idea within the time frame to satisfy myself. But yeah, so here we are. This is the initial grid for the 4 elements. And I'm going to stop this and I'll be right back with my next video. Thanks so much, guys. Blessed be.